Hiya, I'm Mika, and welcome back to Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask. We're gonna do some puzzle catch-up, I think, because I got goosebumps. I'm gonna be so real with you. I got so many goosebumps from what happened to Randall. I'm feeling a little shook, little shaken, little shookity-diggy. Suitcases. Ha 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 ha. 4 large painted crates are sitting here. When stacked in a certain way, these crates combine to create one of the 4 symbols of the a card suit, either spade, heart, diamond, or club. Use the crane to move the 4 crates and place them on the dais on the right so that they can form this card symbol. You can rotate the crates horizontally in mid-air. Well, it ain't a heart. Maybe. Yeah, it ain't a heart. We got 3 bottoms. Actually, do you have any tops on you? We haven't seen any diamond tops, really, either. Could try some things out, though. You got any tops? I mean, you got a heart top, but otherwise, you got this is the bottom right. What about you? You have a bottom left and a top right. I think we make a club. Yeah.
Just a dash of puzzle solving here. That was a challenge, to be sure.
Not particularly, but it was only 25 pick rates, so what can you do? I couldn't have done it better myself. Spectacular views. There's a special way to arrange these jewels. Can you work it out? When viewed from the north, the diamond is to the right, and the ruby and the emerald is to the left of the sapphire. Okay, let's put that text up top. When viewed from the north, so you're standing looking at it from this side. Diamond is to the right. The ruby and emerald is to the left of the sapphire. From the east, northeast, so we're looking at it from this way. The emerald is to the right of the diamond. From the south, the ruby is to the left of the sapphire. That doesn't make sense. From the south, the ruby is to the left of the sapphire. But from the north, the ruby and the emerald is to the left of the sapphire. I don't think that physically works. From the west, the sapphire is on the far right. The ruby is to the far left. And 2 jewels lie between them. When viewed from the north, from up here, looking down, the diamond is to the right. Is to the right of the ruby, and the emerald is... Okay. The diamond is to the right of the ruby, so that would be any of these 3 spaces, possibly. Diamond is to the right of the ruby. And the emerald is to the left of the sapphire. Emerald left of the sapphire. From the east, looking at it from this way, the emerald is on the right of the diamond. Emerald is on the right of the diamond from the east, yep. Okay. From the south, the ruby is to the left of the sapphire. Yeah, I mean, we have the south perspective, pretty much. From the west, the sapphire is to the far right, and the ruby is to the far left. 2 jewels lie between them. I think this is it.
Just a dash of puzzle solving here. A fine puzzle for a gentleman.
Those little word game ones are easy to figure out. Easy to trick my way through. Trick my brain with room for with is through. Couldn't have solved it better myself. Couldn't have spoke better English myself either. Good thing is we are due. Am freedom. Pokem totem stool. What's this? Another prankster. There should be 4 columns arranged as the picture to the top right. Like a staircase, each column should have a totem head on top of it. In this order: yellow, blue, green, red. Can you help once again to restore the columns, the magnificent columns? However, as before, note that you can never hit the top block in a column. And like all of them go with it, right? Hold on. No. Okay. We're gonna restart that just in case then. Let's see. We want to move this over, I think. Nope. We want to start by moving this over. We want to move this over. Nope. We want to start by moving this over. Then we want to move this over. Yep. Alright. Then we want to move this over. And then we want to move this over.
I think this may be it.
Oh, baby Herschel.
Looks as if I got it.
Yeah, man. Well done. It would be nice if people would leave these columns alone, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think it'd be lovely. Couldn't have done it better myself. Alright, cool. Archaeological feat. We taking off Randall's shoes? That's in poor taste. I suppose it was worth 30 out of 30 pick rates. An archaeologist uncovered 6 artifacts at this dig site, at the points marked A to F. Unfortunately, in the heat of discovery, he completely forgot to take note of where each artifact was found. On the plus side, he did at least have a record of the order in which he found them: jug, necklace, dish, axe, sword, and wood block. Can you work out where they were each found? BDC AFE. Bud Cafe. Bud. BD Cafe. BD Cafe. Alright. BD Cafe. So. The order in which they were found. Hold up. I need you to undo that one. He found the jug first, so this jug would be B. Necklace, D. Dish, C. Axe, A. Sword, F. Woodblock, E. BD Cafe. Hide the text. Bring up the memo. BD Cafe. Again, following his feet backwards. We get BD Cafe. Alright, BD Cafe.
I think this may be it.
Maybe. So surprised by being correct.
Looks as if I got it.
think you should probably not be that surprised about being correct. Archaeological feat. Couldn't have solved it better myself. Spinning maze tool. Maze, M-I-M-A-I-Z-E. Yeah, it's the corn hole. It's the corn puzzle. Corn. The red and blue ladybug friends seem to have lost sight of each other on another corn cob. This time, they not only have kernels blocking the way, but they must also find their way through tiny tunnels that go right through the cob and come out to the other side. Can you once again guide the ladybug to the blue one? Gonna have to at least go through one hole. That's a guarantee. I think it's probably that hole down there. So the question is, how do we get to that hole down there? Alright, that hole's pretty used. Nope, I didn't want to go down. Because there's these holes over here. We're so close to that blue ladybug. Oh, I think we've done it. Hello.
Leave this to me.
I see dead people.
I'm sure of it.
Let's hope they stay close in the future. One's gonna insist on the other solving the final door puzzle and then fall into a pit, probably. Clear-cut contrasts. Alright, puzzle 56, clear-cut contrasts. Alright. This classroom is equipped with a fancy black and white puzzle board. When you touch any square section on the board, its color changes between black and white. At the moment, there is more white than black, but can you change that by touching the board just once? When you touch any square on the square section on the board, its color changes between black and white. by touching the board just once.
Here's my answer. Solving puzzles is what I'm best at.
Whatever, man. Correct. The large square that makes up the border is a square section of the board as well. Yeah. I didn't know how much you were going to insist on just once, so that's the only thing that made sense. Couldn't have done it better myself. Stitching squares. Let's stitch some squares, eh? Let's stitch them squares right up. Stitching squares. I've been embroidering this cushion in green and yellow, but it's not lively enough. I want to add 2 red squares to each of the 4 yellow areas. Oh, but I don't want more than 1 red square in any given row, column, or diagonal. Trust me, it'll look nicer. I've stitched 2 already. Can you help me work out where the other 6 should go? Okay. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's obviously the columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's obviously the rows. You want... row, column, or diagonal. Alright. Let's start to clear this up then. Can't go here, 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 can't go here. Can't go any of the there's or the here's, or the over this ways, or the over that ways, or the here's, the there's. Or here, here, or here, or here, or here, or here, or here, or here. Okay. I think that should be all of them covered. Can't go the any of theirs. Should have caught those in the fill-in as well, honestly. All of them's is taken. I want to add 2 red squares to each of the 4 yellow areas. So I want 2 in here, 2 in this top triangle, 2 in this bottom triangle, 1 more in this triangle, 1 more in this one. And we can already tell that that has to be, right? Like if we bring up the memo again, there's like nowhere left. Let's column, row, diagonal, and then row. Only that one remains in this yellow triangle here. So let's bring down the memo and let's get the work. Okay, so we got column, we got row, we got diagonal, Alright. Let's fill those in. Let's fill those mamma jammas in. We just go plonk, 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 plonk. Undo the plonk, 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 plonk. Undo that. We can already discount green spaces. Alright, because it wants to add red to the yellow sections. We don't need to yet, though, right? Because we know for surezies that this square has to be red. Because we need 2 in the triangle, and there's none in that triangle yet. And for them to be in separate columns, one needs to be here, one needs to be there. Nope. Undo that one. That's that row, that's that column. Here's that column. See about diagonals. Doot. Diagonals. I think that's already all covered up. Damn it. I knew I was gonna have missed something. I knew I was gonna have... I missed 2 somethings. Missed that something too. Okay. That should be it.
Here's my answer. There is no puzzle without a solution.
Correct. Now you've got a balanced embroidery pattern from a certain point of view. It looks like a pizza. Oof, green thumb aisle. Sick. Couldn't have done it better myself. Sorting blocks. Let's sort some blocks. Shit, is this going to be about weight again? A carpenter is sorting a stack of 10 large blocks. He bought a mixture of heavy and light blocks, but mixed them up and checked out. So now he can't tell which are which. What is the minimum number of times he'd have to individually lift blocks in order to separate all the light ones from all the heavy ones? I'm immediately taking a hint. I hate these puzzles. This puzzle doesn't require any tricky calculations, yep, but that's not to say there isn't a trick to it. Consider which of the conditions in the puzzle are concrete and which are vague. I'm going to take a second one. From the puzzle description, you know for sure that there are 10 blocks, yep, some of which are heavy, some light, yep. If that's the case, what's the maximum number of light blocks there could be, and what's the minimum number? Thinking about the maximum and minimum should lead you to the solution. Ten blocks, you bought a mixture of heavy and light blocks, but mixed them up at the checkout. Thinking about the minimum number of blocks should lead me to the answer. The minimum number of light blocks is 1. Because he bought a mix of light and heavy blocks. The maximum number is 9. I don't think I get it. There's at least 1 light block here. Yeah, I got there. If we assume there's only 1, then in the worst case scenario, you would have to lift 9 blocks before you could work out which one was the light one. But what if there were 9 light blocks? It's the minimum number of times he'd have to individually lift blocks in order to separate all the light ones from the heavy ones. 1? Are you saying 1?
Time to solve this little puzzle.
2?
Everyone makes mistakes.
Think carefully, and make sure you haven't overlooked anything. Are you saying 2? Yeah, take away my pick rats. I really don't care. I really do not care right now. 2?
Time to solve this little puzzle. Everyone makes mistakes.
If you were to lift 9 blocks and find them all the same weight, you wouldn't know if they were lighter or heavier blocks. So how many blocks would you have to lift to find out if those first 9 were light or heavy? 10. Is it 10? Are you telling me it's 10? You telling me it's 10?
How exciting! Just leave it to me.
I hate these puzzles. I really hate these puzzles. I couldn't have done it better. You probably could have. I think you're lying. Flowery footpath. Alright, alright. The tiles on the street are rather faded. Can you help out and replace them with some fresh tiles? The tiles are already stuck together into several larger pieces. The pattern is the same as the old one, but it doesn't have to be oriented the same way. Oh, and you can rotate each section. Okay, so that at least has the dot in the middle. All right. Okay. No. Yeah. All right. Yeah, not really. Okay.
Leave this to me. I'm sure of it.
I'm better at spacing than I am solving problems about solving problems. Couldn't have done it better myself. Yeah, maybe not. That one was pretty alright. Dangerous holes. There are 6 huge holes at this dig site. It's a bit dangerous for people to be working with these big holes around. So if you want to use a single length of rope to cordon off all holes from A to F. Oh, so you want to. Stakes have been placed across the dig site. Tie the rope around the stake so that it runs from the starting stake to the finishing stake and encloses each hole while using as little rope as possible. Oh, and no diagonals or double stacking between stakes. Double stacking? What does double stacking mean? Interesting. That's wrong.
Here goes.
But that's
Oh,
fine,
I
because
thought
it's
maybe.
young Layton, so... You need to cordon off each hole using the shortest length of rope possible. Let's look at the hints. Start by cordoning off hole A. Which hole should you deal with next? What? Once you've done A, you should run the rope down along the bottom of E and then run it up. Then run it up and circle C. Who's the winner? What? Start by cordoning off hole A. Which hole should you deal with next? Once you've done A, you should run the rope down along the bottom of E, and then run it up and circle C. Huh? Once you've done C, you should completely cordon off D and E. You can handle both of these at the same time quite easily. What? I don't know what you're suggesting for starting. Once you've cordoned off A, C, D, and E, you should deal with F next. Keeping your final destination in mind, you'll want to start with the stake at the top left of the hole. Then that just leaves a B. Go straight up from F, circle B, and then you're done. What? What?
I'm not certain.
I don't think that's correct either. What?
Did I get it?
I don't. What? Couldn't have done it better myself. I'm not even certain I did it. What? Boy. Lucky the black cat is back, but this time she only has 7 white kittens with her on the 5x5 board. Oh, Lucky and her kittens. Can jump over a kitten is horizontally, vertically, or diagonally adjacent square. Jumping over a kitten removes that kitten from the grid. Lucky cannot be jumped over. You can make the cast jump around the board so that Lucky once again left alone in the middle, sitting in the middle of the board. Like this feels like the obvious setup. no, I didn't mean to restart. Ah, fuck. This puzzle, Lucky shouldn't jump until the very end. Start with the kittens and try to remove as many as you can. Okay, so Lucky is just jumping the diagonal. I'm gonna take a second. First, you need to move the top kitten down. Now, say down is south again. Next step is to move the kitten nearest Lucky towards the northwest. Okay. Northwest. Continue from hint 2. Move the bottom left kitten to the northeast. Yeah, I did that. Then move the top left kitten straight south. Straight south. Oh, I see. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't be puzzling.
How's this for an answer?
Oh, Luke! Welcome back, Luke.
I'm ready for more.
I'm not. I'm tired. I don't know where those kittens have gone. Good God, there's so many puzzles left. I'm just gonna call it here. Thank you guys very much for watching. Remember, take care of yourselves. Not tomorrow's not day. I hope to see you then. Bye.